What took my punches?
Small businesses on the Treasure Coast devastated by the toxic water crisis wonder when they'll see relief. The campaign is now underway to get the cash. News Channel 5's Brian Entin, part of the largest news team on the Treasure Coast, is live in Stewart, where the House Speaker took a tour today and was asked about help. Brian?
Kelly, the Speaker promised he cared, he promised to listen, but he stopped short of promising any long-term funding, at least this early in the game. Meanwhile, here at the Indian River Lagoon, you take a look, ever since the discharges stopped, the water is much clearer. It's a little bit brown still, but fishermen I talked to today say it was much better today out on the water. They know, though, that could quickly change. Fishermen are buying shrimp this Veterans Day at Billy Bones Bait and Tackle, but business is still slow.
We are a jewel here, like it's been said before. I mean, and they need to take care of this.
Owner Bruce HROBAK shares the sentiment of most in the area. What do you say to the people here who feel like this is just taking too long?
Well, I understand that. I think, unfortunately, the political process can always take longer than we want it to.
Call it what you want, a photo op, a learning session. Speaker of the Florida House of Representatives Will Weatherford walking down the Stewart River Walk before taking part in a 20-minute roundtable this afternoon. The big question, will he show us the money when it comes to voting on the $220 million needed for a fix?
I think it's probably too early to say here in the month of November what we'll be doing next March or April. What I can tell you is that we're aware of the problem.
Water activist Don Voss rallied in Washington, spent the last week in Tallahassee, and now he's here talking to Florida's House Speaker.
We're more than just pretty faces. We're up there and we're selling ourselves every day and night, trying to get those people to come down here.
Voss says t-shirts like these, protests and social media campaigns, yeah, they're catchy and they rally the troops, but he says don't underestimate what on the surface might just look like a couple of in-and-out politicians.
Not just the crying kids talking about the fish dying, but people that have solutions.
Just a few miles from the men in suits and ties, business at Billy Bones is still down on what's normally a busy holiday.
I'm here, standing here before you as a small business owner. I'm not going to sit here and cry and complain. I mean, it's tough. What took my punches?
And while we did only see the Speaker briefly here on the Riverwalk, we know that he also took a helicopter tour today and that he went over to the Stewart discharge area. Also, Senator Negron publicly thanking him for already committing $3 million to go towards temporary solutions. Live in Stewart, Brian Entin, WPTV News Channel 5.